Hi guys, welcome back. For all us hikers and backpackers, there might be one item on our gear list that is super important, and that's the water filter. And there are two water filters that you see on practically every gear list that you watch on the internet, that you look videos about, that you find at Lighter Pack, and those are the Sawyer Squeeze or the Katadyn BeFree. But I think I have found a filter that has defeated both of those, because that one does filter things that these two do not. Stay tuned. First, a little disclaimer: all the products shown in this video are not being sponsored. I paid all of them from my own money and all the opinions are my own. So first I'm going to run over a quick overlook of both of these filters, and then I will take up the filter that I think is a pretty good one. First, let's start with the Sawyer Squeeze. You see a lot of people using them, but there are some general struggles that most people seem to have with this filter. First of all, it is the bag that comes with it. That is simply rubbish. Second is the O-ring that practically everybody loses at least one time during their long distance hike or during a season of hiking. And then it brings me to, what does this filter? Well, the Sawyer Squeeze, it does filter. I'm checking on my notes here, so I'm telling you the right information. It does eliminate protozoa and bacteria, but it does not filter viruses, chemicals, pesticides and heavy metals, and especially the viruses. That's one of the biggest fears of everyone who is spending their days out in the outdoors. Because who wants to have Giardia out on the trail? Or think about norovirus that recently spread it on a huge part of the Appalachian Trail and affected a lot of hikers, day hikers and through hikers. You do not want to end up with a virus when you are out there. So this one is always tricky. Then you go to the Katadyn BeFree, and it is already a little bit better than the Sawyer Squeeze because it filters out a bit more. Let's take my notes for that one. The Katadyn BeFree, let's see, what does it say? It protects against bacteria, protozoa, but again, not the viruses. And those two are pretty much comparable to each other, but they both stay tricky in regards to those viruses. And there are some general differences as well, or some small differences. For example, flow rates in between. You have to attach this one to a bottle. This one comes with a soft flask. Some people like it, some people do not like it. This one, you just screw off, you can replace the parts. So both are great filters. You only have to be a little bit more aware of what kind of water sources are you taking your water out, because of the viruses, chemicals and other nasty things like that. So let's see what I found. The filter I have found is the Pure Clear Collapsible Squeeze filter. And this one I think could defeat the Sawyer Squeeze and the Katadyn BeFree, because this one filters chemicals, let's say it's better to see here, chemicals, microplastics, heavy metals, chlorine, cysts, parasites, bacteria, and it filters viruses as well. So all of those things that both the Sawyer Squeeze and the Katadyn BeFree are not filtering out of your water, this one is. And I think this little filter could give a lot of hikers much more comfort out on the trail, especially like in these moments when viruses are spreading very quickly out on the trails. That this is an awesome one to have. So let's open it and let's check it out. So this filter comes in two sizes. It comes in a 1 liter and in a 500 milliliter. I have the 1 liter version. I found it both on the websites of Pure Clear themselves and at ultralightOutdoorgear.co.uk. They do ship international. Pure Clear itself doesn't, so yeah, I couldn't order it there. But you can order it in the UK, and it's very nice because what they do for all orders outside of the UK, they take the VAT off the price on their website, so you pay 20% less. So that's absolutely nice because not a lot of shops do that. So if you are ordering there, like I said, they ship worldwide and you can order without any problems. I ordered there several times. It's a great shop. They do not know that I'm making this video. They do not sponsor it, but I just want to mention it because this is not available in a lot of places yet. So this is the one, and as you can see, in looks it is quite similar to the Katadyn BeFree. Nothing at all do the Sawyer squeeze. But it is sturdy. It feels sturdier than the Katadyn BeFree. It has a nice lid on here and simply a little valve that easily closes and opens. It has a 42mm thread, also the same as a Katadyn BeFree, so you can eventually use this bag if you want to. It also fits on the 42mm Knack bottles, the water bladders, the Vecto, so you can easily use them as well. And as you can see, the difference can be found in the filter itself. To compare the both, and that's what makes the differences, that this one does filter out the viruses and all the other things that these filters do not. And I will tell you a little bit more how that's happening. So you can easily see the differences. This is the filter that most people know. This is a hollow fiber filter, and most of the time there is a carbon block in there. As you can see, this filter is completely closed. And the difference is that this one doesn't filter bacteria because of the hollow fiber. They can slip through. Because this filter is closed completely, this one is able to. It will filter 99.99% of bacteria and viruses. So it makes it that this has a shorter lifetime because you cannot backflush it. So it is recommended to use it for 200 liters of water. So if you're using 500 milliliters of water, you can still filter 400 bottles with it. So I don't think it is super quickly, or after 2 months of use. So that's what Pure Clear recommends. And they also say on their website that the point with most of these things, these things, is that like Katadyn and Sawyer advises that this one will last for about 2000 liters or so. But the filter itself actually only lasts about 200 liters as well, just as this one. But companies are saying that and people believe it, and therefore sometimes, or maybe fairly often, it happens that viruses and bacteria slip through this. So probably if you replace this one after every 200 liters, you will be fine as well. But with this filter, it's guaranteed. So you might have a little bit of a switching out filters in between your hikes a little bit more often, but this is also very affordable. This costs around 17 euros. So it's not expensive at all. And you do not have to buy the bottle. That's the same with the Katadyn BeFree. And let's check my notes, because then I can give you the retail prices of it. The 1000 milliliter one, so the 1 liter one, costs around 45 euros at the moment at the web shop ultralightoutdoorgear.co.uk, and the 500 milliliter one costs 34 euros. The filter itself costs around 17 euros. If needed, you can also replace the cap, that is around 12 euros. And all these prices are included with VAT, the VAT. So if you are ordering from outside of the UK, that 20% will be deducted off the prices that I just mentioned. So it's a pretty affordable filter as well, especially for us here in Europe, because some products that has to be imported are pretty expensive. But it's really nice that this online store takes off the VAT. So that makes it much more attractive for us. In regards to weight, this is the 1000 milliliter one, like I said, and with the bag together, it weighs 69 grams, so it's super light as well if I compare it to the Katadyn, which I also have the 1 liter version of. That is 63 grams, so that's nothing. And the Sawyer squeeze, it is 70 grams, so the Sawyer squeeze is the heaviest out of all 3 of them. So if you ask me, I think that this water filter by Pure Clear can be a game changer for out on the trails, especially for long distance hikers, backpackers. You have to rely on your water sources in nature. I think you can be pretty relaxed when you're filtering with this one, that there's always something in the back of your head when you're filtering with a Sawyer squeeze or a Katadyn BeFree about what if. And that doesn't guarantee 100% that no virus or bacteria will slip through this one, but 99.99%, that's pretty sure. So The flow rate of this one is a little bit less than from the other one, so it might take a little bit more time, but if you ask me, being out on the trail is time to enjoy outdoors anyway, so what does it matter if it lasts a few minutes longer? So I talked about my filter of choice several videos ago, but I'm definitely going to switch out for this one this season. My first use was pretty good. I was very happy with it. Flow rate, if you ask me, it was fine. It's very easy to capture water with it, so yeah, it's a good one. Like mentioned before, nothing being sponsored, but I just think that this could be a great addition for some of you. So if you are interested, I will link down to the info box below. I will link to the Pure Clear website themselves and to ultralightOutdoorgear.co.uk for those who are not living in the United States. So you have the possibility to order it as well. If you would like to know anything more about this filter, check out his websites or feel free to ask me, and give this video a like, subscribe to the channel and notify the alarm bell. And then as always, enjoy the outdoors. We will catch you on the next trail. Goodbye.